Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, Trubisky. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hey, Charlie! Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run. Alert! Baby, that's a baby shot.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
18. Hey, Steve 6.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
13 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
If you kill it, motion me out.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They run with Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Taylor. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 16, Taylor flushed out right. They'll try. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Taylor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. And there defensively, Patrick Peterson showing why he's so tough, man on man.
So quick, so agile, just essentially gets into the hip pocket of the receiver and just stays right with him each and every time it appears. And on this one in man coverage, that one really didn't have a chance. He's able to knock it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky looking for his running back, and he's got him. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Taylor Operating from the gun. He wants it all into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Alert, 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 alert. 56, Mike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Taylor from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. 3rd and 2, now Taylor.
Open man, it's Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor stepping up. He's going to keep it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down. And run for it, and he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Taylor. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds Parker here, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Devontae Parker, 81 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Switch up, switch up. Go. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 3. Mike 3. I'm coming. Mike 3. Mike 3. Combo. 3 bucks.
On third down, Taylor. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From the 27, Trubisky. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Open man is Robbie Anderson. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for two. Again, it's Taylor. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Play action. It's Trubisky. Going deep here for Parker. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Play action. Now Trubisky. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Let's get it.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
I got one. Banjo.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now Taylor. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Banjo, 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 banjo. Hey, Haywood.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. Parker unable to get that one. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They go play action now, Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Strong. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Again, it's Johnson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch.
Taylor to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert. Bravo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Alert. Let's go, baby. 56. Hey, wahoo. You're right. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. 18. I got you.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lock in. Here we go. 56. 56.
Here's Trubisky. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal. Today's final score.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they